Welcome back to SciComm with Mel, where we talk about all things science. I'll be your host today. My name's Mel. Listeners, it's nice to meet you. If there's ever a topic you want to explore, drop it in the comments. Okay? Thanks. Now, enough of that. Let's dive into something cool. So, I've been marking my calendar for March 29th, 2025, and let me tell you why you might want to as well. It's a pretty special day because we're getting a partial solar eclipse. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the big deal about a partial eclipse? Well, it's actually going to be visible across a huge swath of the northern hemisphere, and that's pretty awesome. Here's the deal with this eclipse. On March 29th, 2025, the moon is going to pass in front of the sun and partially block it, casting a shadow on parts of Earth. Now, the central part of the moon's shadow, where you'd normally see a total solar eclipse, that's going to miss Earth completely this time. So, nobody's getting the total eclipse experience, but we're still in for something special. If you're in North America, Europe, Africa, Northern Asia, or even small parts of South America, you'll be able to catch this celestial show. Oh, and it'll also be visible throughout Greenland and Iceland, as well as much of the Atlantic and Arctic oceans. If you happen to be sailing around up there, I guess. I'm hanging out in Ireland, so maybe I'll see you if you sail this far north for the event. What's really interesting is the timing. For folks in the northeastern United States, the eclipse will already be happening during sunrise. Can you imagine? The sun is coming up with a bite taken out of it. That's all the drama right there. For those in Western Europe and Northwestern Africa, you'll see it start in the mid to late morning. And if you're in Eastern Europe or Northern Asia, you'll catch most or all of the eclipse in the afternoon or early evening. Now, the percentage of the sun that'll be covered varies depending on where you are. The eclipse map shows these curved yellow lines that indicate how much of the sun will be blocked by the moon during the maximum part of the eclipse at different locations. And there are these green lines that show when the maximum eclipse will happen. One really important thing I need to emphasize. You absolutely must use proper eye protection if you're planning to watch this eclipse. Even though it's partial and not total, the sun is never completely covered, which means looking directly at it can cause serious eye damage. So please, please, please use appropriate solar filters or an indirect viewing method. I remember the last partial eclipse I saw. Some kids were using a pinhole projector made from something like a cereal box. It seemed to be working perfectly for them. You could also use special eclipse glasses that meet the ISO 12322 safety standard. Just don't use regular sunglasses, exposed film, or other unsafe methods. Your eyes will thank you. What I find fascinating about eclipses is how they've been observed and recorded throughout human history. Ancient civilizations viewed them as omens or signs from the gods. Now, we understand the science behind them, but they're still no less magical to witness. So mark your calendars for March 29th, 2025. Whether you're watching the sunrise with a chunk missing in North America or catching an afternoon show in Europe, it's going to be a pretty cool celestial event. And if you miss this one, don't worry. Eclipses happen regularly, and there will be plenty more opportunities in the future. That's all for today on SciComm with Mel. Thanks for joining me to talk about this upcoming partial solar eclipse. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about the show. Until next time, keep looking up, but with proper eye protection.